Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Inner City Cooking with Frank White, episode 5, where I'll be showing you how to make, as I promised you at the end of episode 4, Comida de los Pobre, which translates in English to poor people's food or the poor man's dish, as some people call it. Basically what it is yellow rice with salchicha, which is Vienna sausages. It's small little Vienna sausages that come in a can. You can get a can for like 80 cents, or sometimes you can catch them in a dollar store for like 2 for $1. If you want, you can add onions and peppers, but unfortunately I like mine, plain and simple. So we're just doing it with Vienna sausages and yellow rice, and that's basically a poor man's dish. Growing up in Newark, sometimes my family didn't have, my parents actually didn't have money to like pay the rent or pay the bills, so like, we had to like heat our house with the stove, or we didn't have no electricity, so we had to like buy candles, or buy my father does jack of all trades, so we had like these big flashlights that we had around the house, just to give us some light. And money was tight, so with $3, my mother would be like, go get some soda. If you can't afford the soda, get a package of Kool-Aid, which that's what we grew up on. Kool-Aid was like, in the hood, growing up in Newark, that was like the number one thing we drank was Kool-Aid. And I would get 2 cans of Vienna sausages, or if not, I would get sardines in a can in tomato sauce, and my father would make white rice with that, or I would get a can of pinto beans or Roman beans and 2 cans of Vienna sausage and a package of Kool-Aid, and we were set for the night. That's a whole meal fed 4 people for $3. You know what I mean? Now, it cost me $5 today to do it, but it's gonna feed 5 to 6 people. I'm doing a cup and a half of rice and 2 cans of Vienna sausages. I have leftover beans from the other day, so I don't have to make beans. But I'll give you the recipe. As you can see right here, I already I washed out the rice already. The key thing is when you make rice, you have to wash the rice and rinse it with your hands. Remember what I told you about the hands? Rinse it with your hands thoroughly, okay? I do mine about 4 to 5 times until I don't see no more powder in the water, because the rice comes with a lot of powder. Sometimes you got little pellets of rat shit inside of it. Believe me, trust me. You don't believe me? Clean your rice next time and see them little black things, and you'll know, because it's coming from overseas. So Anyways, I don't want to like throw you guys off. Anyway, so like I said, I cleaned the rice. Okay, I have my Vienna sausages. I have 2 cans. You can get any type you like. We're gonna season it with adobo, onion powder. Garlic powder, and 1 package of sazon. I use cilantro y chote because I like the flavor. My mother likes con azafrán, which is the yellow. You have the yellow and you have the orange. I like the orange. If I don't have the orange, then I'll settle for the yellow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add. I'm making a cup and a half of rice. So I'm gonna add, for every cup is a half a cup of water. So 1 cup of rice is a cup and a half of water. Since I'm doing a cup and a half of rice, I'm adding 1 cup of water and then another cup of water, which makes 2. So that's a half a cup more than what I'm making, and that's what you do. You don't want to put a lot of water, because if you do, then the rice becomes mushy, and you don't want that. All right. Plus, don't forget the Vienna sausages is in a chicken broth, so it has flavor to it. All right. When we come back, I'm gonna show you how to season the rice and show you how it looks and everything. All right. Come back soon. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Inner City Cooking with Frank White. I'm Frank White, aka Frank in Korea. Today we're making Comida de los Pobre, which, as I told you in the beginning, if you missed out, is yellow rice with Vienna sausages inside of it. It's a very good dish. I don't eat it all the time, but for $5 you can feed 5 to 6 people, like I said. And growing up, this is what we had. And because I didn't come from a family with money, you know what I mean? We struggled. So what we're gonna do is, as I showed you before, I'm making a cup and a half of rice. The rice is in there. I'm making a cup and a half, so you put 2 cups of water. It's always a half a cup for each cup of rice. All right. So now we're gonna add the Vienna sausages in there. I'm adding 2 cans. As you can see, I have my, make sure you have your rice spoon, because you're gonna have to break, you know, the Vienna sausages get stuck together sometimes, so you want to do that. Alright, so now as you can see, they're all broken off. So now we're gonna season. So I got the adobo, we're gonna go in there. Okay, I did a 5 count. We're gonna do onion powder, same thing. That's a 5 count. And then garlic powder. It's a 5 count. And then the sazon. Like I told you, I'm using sazon con azafrán. I'm sorry. I don't use azafrán. I use cilantro y chote. When you empty the package, I always add a little bit of water to get the rest of the seasoning out, the sazon out. Alright, so with that being said, that's in there right now. So I'm going to stir it, make sure all the seasoning, I don't know if you guys have seen this, make sure all the seasoning is through. Understand? Alright, just want to make sure everything is moved through, because now you're going to have to taste the water to make sure that it's got enough flavor in there for you. You don't want to make it bland, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. Oh baby, that's on the money. Now that you have that seasoned, what you want to do is you want to add some oil. So the spoon right here, you want to add 1 spoon of oil and then stir that in. Alright, which I just did. Okay, stir it around, give it a nice stir. Alright, now we're going to break up the Vienna sausages. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just breaking up the Vienna sausages. Alright, I don't like them whole. I mean, they're gonna break up anyway while you're cooking, but yeah, the salchichas are broken up. Alright, now that that's all said and done, we're gonna let that come to a boil. Alright, we're gonna let that come to a boil, and when we come back, I'm gonna show you how it looks. Very simple recipe, man. The beans, I'll give you the recipe at the end. Alright, stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. As I last left you off, I seasoned the rice for the Comida de los Pobre. It's a salmarcadero, which is a Spanish pot. You can use any pot you want. I usually use this one. It's you know, really good pot to use, man. I'm telling you, you make anything in there. As you can see, it's boiling now. The rice is boiling and everything. I have my beans right here. Now with the rice, what you want to do is you want to cook it on a high flame, stirring it from time to time so it doesn't stick to the bottom. You want to cook it until all the water's gone. Okay, when all the water's gone, you're gonna see like little holes inside the rice, like opening up, like expanding the rice a little bit. Once you see those little holes starting to open up, or you see all the water gone, then you put the top on. Alright, now I tell you, I was gonna give you the recipe for the beans. The beans is very simple. You can use pinto beans or Roman beans. Those are my favorites. It's basically the same thing that you do with the rice. It's the adobo, sazon, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and if you have recadito or sofrito, you can put one teaspoon of that, which is, this is it right here. This is sofrito, okay, and this is recadito. Now they only cost $1.50 a piece. Okay, I'm not putting it in there because I have it in my beans and I have sazon in my rice already. So That's too much flavor. All right. Like I said, you get those for $1.50, and that it'll work wonders in your food. I swear to you. Trust me. Trust me. So now, like I said, the rice is boiling. I gave you the recipe for the beans, whether it be Roman or pinto. That's what I suggest. Okay. You can do the same thing with the kidney beans. Yeah, that's all I recommend right now. So yeah, once that subsides and the water's gone and evaporated, before you cover it, what you want to do is you want to put one more spoon of oil on top to coat it, and turn the rice, right? And once you turn the rice, cover it and let it cook until you don't hear no more for about I say the water's almost gone already, believe it or not. So it usually takes about 20 minutes to make. You serve this. I usually serve it with cucumber salad, which basically is slivered up cucumbers inside of lemon juice with a little bit of salt. It's unbelievable. But unfortunately, I'm not going to throw no names out there, but somebody forgot to get the cucumber, and I'm stuck here with just that. So if you don't, I have my beans anyway. So what I'll do is I'll throw my beans on top, and then I'll cut me a nice lemon in half, and I'll squeeze the lemon on top of it. Ooh, baby, it tastes so goddamn good. If you never had rice and beans and hot sauce with a little bit of lemon, you don't know what you're missing, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Anyways, when we come back, I'm going to show you how it looks, and we'll talk, all right? Be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Inner City Cooking with Frank White. I'm getting tongue-tied now. When we first left off, I had put the water in. It was going down and everything. I just added the oil and turned the rice, and now it's covered, as you can see. So now I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, look at that. You probably can't see it too good because of the smoke, all that smell goodness coming out of there. But yeah. So we got that down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that cook. But what I forgot to mention to you is, once you cover it and when all the water's gone, and you turn it and add the oil and then cover it back up and let it sit. Now the rice is going to be stuck to the bottom of the pot. And for people who don't know how to cook rice or have never cooked rice, this is common, okay? This is very common. It's called pegao, or con we call it. And we love that rice. It tastes like popcorn at the bottom. With yellow rice, it has the seasoning at the bottom too, so you gotta be careful because you might get a chunk of sazon in your mouth. But it's always gonna happen, no matter what. Especially when you have a caldero, you know what I mean? Any pot is gonna happen in. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it, and once I turn it, we should be good. And I'll show you the final outcome, and we'll take a little taste. All right? So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. Inner City Cooking with Frank White. The ending. All right. When I first left you off, the rice was cooking. Now it's done. So we're gonna look at it right now. As you can see, we are done. Yeah, buddy. And this is how the final product will look. My beans are right here, as you can see. And this is the final product right here. Look, doesn't that look so beautiful? I just garnished it with some lemon on top. That's my mama's plate. But yeah, that's basically simple. One thing I did want to tell you guys is that when you're cooking on a high flame to reduce the water, when you first start off with the rice, make sure when the water evaporates, lower it to medium flame, okay? You want it on medium, okay? Once it's on medium, let it cook for at least 10-15 minutes. Check it out. If it's completely dry or whatever, that's when you add the oil, and then you start to turn the rice, okay? After you turn the rice, then you cover it back up for about another 10 minutes, and then go back. After the 10 minutes is up, check it, turn it again, taste your rice. Make sure the rice is soft. It cannot be hard. If by some chance it is hard, you have to add a little bit more water and put the top back on, and do not take the top back off for at least another 5 or 10 minutes. And then when that happens, then you turn it again, taste it. All right. But other than that, you should have no problem. On that note, this is episode 5 of Inner City Cooking with Frank White. You just finished learning how to make comidas de los pobre, or poor man's dish, or poor people's food. Unfortunately, I'm going to be taking some time off from this because I have to do some writing on my next feature film. And so the next episode, episode 6, will be out in about 2 weeks, okay? So looking at my calendar, today is January 2nd. On the 16th of January, you'll have a new episode, okay? That I can promise you. It's just that, you know, being an actor, director, writer, producer, it's a lot. It really is a lot. And it's a new year, so I'm not trying to, you know, kill myself. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, you know, be merry and, you know, just take everything as it comes. But I also want to be able to pay for it and show you guys how to cook some good food for cheap money. Because I know times is rough, and out there, it's a struggle out there. Especially if you have a family. So when we come back, I'm going to show you how to make steak salad. That's going to be the next episode I'm going to do. We're going to do a steak salad, okay? Very, very, very simple. I tend to use London broil, but if I have to use minute steaks, then I usually like pound them out with the meat mallet so you can tenderize it. But we'll talk about that on the next episode. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be posting pictures on Instagram of the plate. From my house to yours, we wish you all the best, and like I said, nothing but the best and success in this new year. And bien provecho. God bless you, and stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that I, you know, can bring something to you and your family so you guys can enjoy a great meal for a great price. All right? Take care. God bless you guys.